your unemployment and stimulus check update, you are going to be seeing a pretty hefty stimulus check for back pay with unemployment benefits. Now, this is just Ohio at the moment, but this is going to be setting the precedent for anybody that stay cut up these federal benefits early. Let's take a look at this last year. When the extra unemployment benefits end, well, there are 25 stages that cut up the extra benefits early, and if this goes through and it passes, and this actually should the governor for ending the benefits early, it will pay out the back pay of this unemployment, and we will see what other stages will likely follow suit as well with 25 stages that did this. So, this hotline has categories and of the $300 weekly employment benefits. The highest Supreme Court raised the end of the $300 weekly employment payments, and Governor Mike has the authority to cut the federal pandemic unemployment benefits. His attorney tells the Ohio Supreme Court, but we are going to be seeing what decision will come up with. There are 25 stages: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming that are all going to be having their eyes on what happened in court with Ohio with this decision. Because if this goes through, it stands risk of missed benefit where individuals who were collecting unemployment in Ohio were receiving an additional $300 per week. That's $3,000 that could be coming their way when the decision is inked. These are for the federal benefits that ended September 6 and 9, depending on the payout days for different people. But it was for the PUC $300 per week put on top of regular unemployment benefits. This came out during the pandemic. There were 3 programs. There were $300 per week, and there was PUA for the self-employed independent contractors. And there was also the PUC, which extended the duration for which you could collect employment benefits, because nobody really knew how long the pandemic was going to last. All of those expired. We hear from Representative AOC, who came out and said we cannot let these, and there are so many people that still need these benefits, still hurting from the pandemic and have issues where they can't go back to work. They need these benefits, but we saw them all come to an end. We hear President Joe Biden come out and say, listen, we are not going to be providing any more funding on a federal level. However, if states would like to take the $350 billion from the American Rescue Plan and use it to extend their own employment benefits. The money we saw on state level in employment is now going into the hands of the states once again. But now we are hearing that these states that cut them up early could be having to pay those recipients in those states have those benefits back pay from this money, and in Ohio that increased to $3,000 per person. What's coming out in just the past 24 hours in Ohio got 25 stages that this could be impacting. Just in the past 24 hours in Ohio with back pay of almost $3,000 from this unemployment. That's gonna get us caught up on the details. And it says in June of 2021, Governor Mike ended Ohio's participation in the federal pandemic aid program ahead of the government's deadline for stopping the payments. Attorneys for the Republican governor argued that he had the legal authority to do so, but people who lost out on the additional benefits say that the win did not end and he should have continued them. Now, the Ohio Supreme Court heard arguments from both sides on Wednesday yesterday, and the decision is not expected for weeks. Both sides made the arguments when the decision comes out in the next couple of weeks. We will see if there's a chain reaction that unfolds as issues before the court is quickly $300 federal payment for Ohio wins to offset the economic impacts of the pandemic. The federal government ended the program on September 6, but the win stopped the payment on June 26, 2021, saying that the need for the payments were pretty much over. The position of a business group that said the payments were making it difficult to recruit employees and he was alone. More than 2,000 other states, all led by Republican governors and legislators, began blocking payments around at the same time, as well as we had heard from them that it was, in their opinion, disincentivizing people to go back out into the workforce and find work having those extra boosts of unemployment benefits. And we had heard initially when it was $600 per week that over half of the people collecting the benefits were actually making more money on unemployment than they were previously employed. Multiple costs also led to early termination of payments in August of 2021, and Indiana court upheld the decision by Governor Eric Holcomb to withdraw from the programs, saying the federal pandemic and employment programs were intended to be temporary and different from the already existing unemployment benefit system. However, the payments continue because the decision came too close to September 6 cutoff to give recipients the required notice now in October of 2021. The South Carolina Supreme Court similarly rejected a lawsuit against Governor Henry McMaster over an early exit from the federal unemployment programs. Critics of the ending of payments in Ohio and elsewhere said workers had reasoned why they might not be returning to their job. Many of the programs only stopped about $900 million in Ohio payments. The two sides disagree on whether the money could still be paid out should the court rule against the win. So, they are saying that you might not even be able to get the payments, but others are saying no, get the money, send it back out and send it to the people in the form of checks. Now the governor acted after hearing from businesses that said that they weren't able to fill the thousands of positions. My Henry Ohio Security Solicitor told Tuesday on Wednesday, we talked overall analysis for the macroeconomy of the state and the future of those businesses. That is where the right decision we have been finished. Chuck has said now this is where it gets really interesting. The governor told pandemic donors to Ohio but still successfully make them available. He added, while the attorney representing the unemployed of Ohio seeking this benefit visibly, saying the governor was required under state law to secure or available benefits related to unemployment compensation. Attorney McLean said, this requirement makes Ohio's situation different from any other state where the determination is applied. The win was empowered to accept the benefits, but he was not empowered to make a policy decision to remove them. He said, now just to keep Fisher questioned whether the issue was moot at this point months later, noting that the governor didn't have the money, and it's unclear whether the U.S. Department of Labor has it either. Then agrees that the governor may not have the money, but still was obligated to provide it, saying, listen, all these people who owe this money just because you don't have it doesn't mean that they are not still owed the money. And then finally they got a hold of them and said, hey, I never got my unemployment benefits. Well, we're sorry, the program has been terminated. We don't have any money to give you. And they are saying that just because that is the case doesn't mean that that person is still not doing those benefits. Even if you don't have the money, the act without the constitutional or statutory authority to turn down those funds. As a result, the entitlement of those workers to that money still remains whether the federal government has the funds or not. They are saying that those collecting those benefits in Ohio will owe those benefits even if the government or the state doesn't have